Hi Libra, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Libra, in today's reading, I am going to give you two oracle cards, one from the Denise Lynn, and I believe this is also Denise Lynn. Oh, no, I take that back. Joe Wah. This is Joe Wah, oracle deck. Also going to do a reading and then clarify it. Just honored to put it out there. Thank you for all my new subscribers, everyone that has been coming, everybody that has been staying. Thank you so much. I appreciate you and I'm grateful for you. Also, I have a Facebook group. If you'd like to join, we do lives on there. You're welcome to join. Also, if you're needing a reading from me, please comment or let me know, email me, and I will get back to you. All right, so let's do this. Let's get going, Libra. See what's going on for you. What's going on for Libra? Do this here first. Two cards for Libra. Oh, I'm sorry, one card for Libra. Brother highest good. Okay, good. You got wondrous beauty. Wondrous universe. Walk into beauty. Yes, keep your faith. Have faith that everything's going to work out for you. Everything's going to fall into place. You know, just let everything come in. Believe in miracles. Believe in your prayers that everything's going the right directions that you need. Nice. Then you have one from here, from the Siwa collection oracle card. These are very beautiful cards also. One card, please, for Libra. And they say, true love. This love is once in a lifetime. Wow. So maybe you're in love. Maybe you have somebody that you cherish very much. You know, just love, period. Just love, because, you know, have that in your heart. Have that open in the things that you're doing. You know, just have that, you know, because without love, without compassion, without forgiveness, you know, the world is very lonely and cold. Okay, so let's do this. Take what resonates with you, Libra, and leave the rest. This is for Libra, 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 Libra. All right. One for the current. Got the Strength card. One for the situation, Ace of Cups. One for the past or now, the Hangman. One for the what's hidden. You have the 10 of Pentacles. Wow. One for the hopes and fears. You have the 10 of Wands. Let's see. Put this over here. One for what you need to do now. What you need to work on. And the outcome. Thank you, Spirit. All right. So at the end of the tarot deck, you do have the 4 of Pentacles. So you're definitely holding on to something. You're still holding on. Could be an anger, a grief, you know, something like that. But you're definitely holding on to it tightly, being very stubborn, Libra, that you don't want to let that go. Could also be it could also be holding on to. It could also be grudges or arguments, stuff like that. Like you just constantly stay there. So let's see what's going on, you guys. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Libra, Spirit. Libra, why is the Strength card here? Oh, you know what? Let me go through this real quick. I forgot. So you did start off with the Strength card. Maybe you need to find your courage or strength to do what it is that you want to do. I'm getting really strongly that you want to approach something, but you're just not having the strength or the confidence to do it. You have the Ace of Cups, you know, like it's something that you want to do. But it's like it's going to take some courage for you to do it. You have the Ace of Cups here for the situation. The Ace of Cups is talking that, you know, have that compassion and forgiveness in your heart. Really have that. I do feel like you have to, really look at your emotions and everything that you're feeling. There is a new path here coming through for you. You do have the Hangman for the past or now. I feel like you need to really look at things differently now. And you are trying to look at things very different. You're trying to, you're trying to have patience for everything that's going on. But we'll see why it's here. Also, too, I feel like you're waiting on something. You do have the 10 of Pentacles here. The 10 of Pentacles is talking in what's hidden. 10 of Pentacles is talking about that, you really want all this material success, material stuff that you want. I feel like, you're You know, wow. Okay, so we'll come back with that with the cards. You also have the 10 of Wands down here, which is crazy because you have the 10 of Pentacles up here. But with the 10 of Wands, you know, this is on the hopes and fears. You know, you really are definitely overwhelmed with everything. You know, you're carrying a lot on your shoulders. You know, you're just have a lot on you right now. You have the Wheel of Fortune. Your luck is going to change very soon. You know, there's endings here. You know, it's not that it's an ending, but it's like you're moving on now. You know, it's time to move toward, you're ready for new things to come through. I feel like, you know, your luck is changing. Things are going to change for you, definitely. So just let's see what the other cards say. You do have the 4 of Wands, and they want you to move forward. Okay, there's something here that they want you to move forward because you have this hesitance right here. I don't know why, but you do. But we'll see more when the cards come out. And then you have the 3 of Swords. You know, there's been heartbreak in your life. There's been sorrow. There's been just some kind of sadness here. But we'll see what it is. That's for the outcome. You have a lot of your feelings here. There's a lot of emotions here that I feel for you. And it's like they say, you know, really have that love in your life, you know, really true love. And it's not just because of your significant other. It's true love is that, you know, you love with all your heart. You love with everything that's in you. You know, it doesn't matter what people do or say, you know, it's like you have that love, you know, so it's very beautiful. All right, so let's see what's going on. Take what resonates, Libra, and leave the rest, okay? Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Libra. Libra, Libra, Libra. The Strength card. Why is the Strength card here for Libra? One more card. Wow. So you do have the Strength card here. The Strength card is talking about, you know, really finding your strength. You start off with this card here, okay? So really finding your strength to really, you know, believe that you can do anything, to have that confidence to move forward. I feel like definitely, you know, you hold on to a lot because you also have the Five of Cups here. The Five of Cups is about, you know, really having that regret, really thinking about things and how they turned out, you know, something that didn't come out the way they should have, you know. Hold on, you guys. I'm trying to figure out why. You know, maybe not being able to let go of everything that's been happening in your life, you know. You're still letting that ego get in the way about giving that confidence to do what you need to do, or letting go what you need to let go. And they're asking you to really try to let go, because all you right now you're seeing is of what happened and not what has happened since then. You know, what has been happening since then? Have you gotten your confidence to do something different? Are you changing? You know, stuff like that. So you really need to look at that, okay? You also have the Chariot card here, and I feel like for a lot of you guys, you could be moving, like literally moving from home to home residence. I feel like you could be looking for something new as far as your home. I also feel like you know, you're trying to take control of everything in your life now. You know, you're not letting anything like anything take advantage of you. You know, you've never been that way though. You know, that's the thing. You've never been that way. But, you know, you do let your ego get in the way at times. And they're telling you you're going to be moving forward from all this. But it's up to you to stay in this Five of Cups or not, and to find your strength to do what you need to do to make it all well. And that's if you want to. We all have free will here, you know, so. But you're definitely going to be moving forward. There's a lot of success here. You know, really start controlling everything in your life. You're taking control of everything that's going on in your life, and that's very beautiful. Hold on, you guys. My goodness. Let's see. All right. So then you have the Ace of Cups here. And why is the Ace of Cups here for the situation? Okay. So, wow. So you do have the Ace of Cups here, and you start off with this, right? The Ace of Cups is talking about really talking about forgiveness, compassion, you know, really having some kind of deep connection with the divine, or yourself, you know, doing something that makes you happy. Because I do feel like there is a fresh start here. You know, the situation is that yes, you feel guilty, yes, you feel, you know, regret about the decisions that have happened or everything that has happened, but you still have to move on. Okay, you're still moving on, and they're opening doors for you. So please move forward. Try to move forward from everything that has happened. You know, let bygones be bygones if you can. I do feel like you're going to be very inspired because you do have this Ace of Wands here. The Ace of Wands is definitely talking about new things coming in, out with the old, in with the new. So there's definitely a lot of new things coming in for you. So this is very nice. You also have the the King of Pentacles here. The King of Pentacles is talking about establishing yourself. You know, really look at the finances that you're dealing with or you're spending. I feel like you want that. You want to create that strong foundation for yourself, you know, all the time. And you do, you know, but you do also know how to make decisions. You know how to be that entrepreneur. You know how to have that wealth and that success. And they want you to really look at your finances, okay? You do have the Hangman here, and the Hangman is talking about really looking at things differently, like not looking at things the same. You know, really try to look at things differently because you need to. I also feel like you could be waiting on something here. Also, maybe you're waiting for an apology or somebody to come back, but I feel like this is now, and I feel like you need to move on from that. Okay. You have the Ten of Pentacles here. And why is the Ten of Pentacles here for Libra? One more card. Wow. You're definitely going to have a lot of change coming through. So you do have the Ten of Pentacles, like I said. The Ten of Pentacles is talking about creating that strong foundation, wanting that strong material success, you know, waiting. You want that security. You're looking for that comfort. You know, you're trying to establish yourself in all kinds of ways, and you will. You know, you've always have been, and you will. But right now you feel like you're very overwhelmed, you know, with the Five of Wands here. Five of Wands is talking about, you know, having a lot of frustration, having a lot of anxiety about everything that has happened. Still holding on to the past, and when you should be letting it go. I also feel that you will, you know, you will try your best to do that but right now you're not. You know, right now you're feeling very overwhelmed because you do have the Ten of Wands here again. You know, you have that success. You have been very successful, and you're going to continue to be successful. But you also need to go within and really try to release all this, you know, this regret, to start taking control of things better, to leave the frustration and the ego behind, okay? But you do have the Ten of Wands here, and the Ten of Wands is definitely saying that, you know, you're very overwhelmed right now. You know, it's time to set boundaries. It's time to put limits, okay? Because, you know, you don't want to keep going on life and, you know, having a lot of burdens on you. You know, I feel like you are trying to leave this, though. Oh my goodness, this is difficult. I feel like you need to start taking it easy, and I also feel like, because you have a lot of cards here that have like that the door is closing, right? So it's like definitely you're on this new path, leading you to this new path, and that's exactly where you're going right now. So be ready, but really start taking it easy. Try to nurture yourself. And then you have the Ten of Wands down here again. So it's like you're very overwhelmed with everything. Why is the Ten of Wands down here? Wow, look at that. That's exactly what I was saying. Okay, so you have the Ten of Wands here. You also have the Fool card, which is your new path. You know, you are definitely on this new path. You know, you will be on there. But take the time to go within. Take the time to reflect, okay? No matter how you do it, you're listening to music, or walking outside, or just taking a breather by yourself. You know, maybe you need that alone time. I do feel like you need to take it easy. You do. And I do feel like you need to go within and reflect. Okay. Hold on, you guys. Let me lower my phone. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Let me just lower my phone because I keep getting all these things. All of a sudden, it's like, cling, cling, cling. Okay. There. All right. it's lower. You do have the Wheel of Fortune, Libra. And why is the Wheel of Fortune here for what you need to do now? One more card. Wow. All right. So with the Wheel of Fortune here, definitely something's coming to a close. You know, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Your luck is going to change for the better. But I do feel like, I do feel with the Wheel of Fortune that, you know, there is a cycle closing also. But I feel like you've achieved a lot. You know, like, you know, you have gone through all these things that you've been going through, but you've also achieved the next step. Like, okay, you're leaving this that you're leaving this chapter, and you're going on to a new chapter. But there's also new things coming in for you, you know, because it may be closing. The cycle might be closing, but there's definitely something new coming in because they're leading you on this new path. Really have compassion, you know, really have that forgiveness, you guys, okay, no matter what. I feel like your cup is going to be overflowed very soon. I feel like there's a new person coming in also for you guys. I feel like you're going to be making decisions also because you have this card here, but you need to go within and reflect. Take off that blindfold so you can really see things for what they are, Libra. You know, I also feel like this is that new start because you also not only have this Ace of Cups, you have the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Fool card, you have this other one. What was it? Ace of Cups again, you know, Ace of Wands here. You got so many cards that are going to lead you on this path. But have patience for everything, no matter what, okay? You have the Four of Wands, Libra, and why is the Four of Wands here, Spirit, for Libra? On the card. Wow. Wow. Okay, so with the Four of Wands, they want you to move forward. Really move forward from all this anger, this, you know, regret, this hurt that you've been going through. Really try your best to move forward. You know, you do have the World card and the Five of Swords here. So with the World card, I do feel like, you know, new things are coming in. You've achieved everything that you need to achieve, you know. I feel like there's new possibilities coming through. I also feel like, you know, things are closing off for something new to come in. So be ready, okay? But it's still with this anger here. You still need to leave this anger behind because you still hold on to it, you know. And you do have a lot of change that are going to come in. So be ready. Move forward from everything, and you will move forward. But you're going to have to go through more change that's coming in because I do feel like it's coming in very soon. You have the Three of Swords here. And why is the Three of Swords here for the outcome? Wow. Really try your best to leave things behind, okay? Because they do eat you up. They do. I feel like you're in your mind a lot because you have the Nine of Swords here. You have the Two of Pentacles, and then you have the Three of Swords. You start off with the Three of Swords in the outcome. You know, you could be going through a healing also, but I do feel like you're in your emotions a lot. I feel like you've been very, been thinking about the past, and you've been thinking about everything that has happened, and then you open that wound all the time, you know, and you feel very emotional. You feel sad. You feel, you know, confused about things that are going on, and they're in your mind. You know, you're constantly thinking about things, you know, about everything that has happened, you know, and especially now because of the holidays that's coming up, you know, the music, the, you know, pictures that we see on social media, you know, it reminds us of so much, you know, but, you know, really got to let go of this overthinking, okay? Really let go of that. I feel like you're very overwhelmed also with everything that's been going on in your mind, physically. I feel like you're very drained, and I feel like you really need to just step back and just rest and gather your thoughts about things, okay? Because you do have a lot on you. You are feeling a lot right now, you know, and you need to take that emotionally easy, okay? Really take it easy. I do feel like you are going to be making a very hard decision very soon also. There is a very difficult decision that's going to come through. So just know that. All right, Libra. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. God bless.